joining me today. We are back here on the SMB server, and we are going to do what I said we would do this episode, last episode, if you followed the sentence structure of that. Basically, I said we'd work on the redstone for this. I actually ended up, and I'm glad I did this off camera because it took several harvests, but I ended up finishing building all of this all the way up here, and now we have this entire row here that, let me just get the correct box out. We need to fill up with dispensers. There we go. And then if we just, I'm going to need to put water buckets in every single one of these as well. But I'll wait on doing that because my primary focus here is just getting the redstone working. Well, actually, I should probably go ahead and do the water buckets. And that way they're done. And yes, 2 left over, exactly as I expected. Oops, wrong one. If you could kind of guess from that what the next project we're going to work on once this is done is, then, well, whether you could guess or not, it's going to be that. We're going to go ahead and finally get that fully built up. But first, I need to go craft some buckets so that I can do the water bucket stuff back there. So, yeah. So I haven't quite gotten an inventory full of buckets. I kind of ran out of room. But, yeah, there's quite a few of these buckets to fill in. Did I skip one? No, I did not. Almost did there. So, yeah. But while I was filling them up, and now that I've got the room, there was kind of I was kind of filling them up a little too fast. Because if we swim over here, right around the corner here, I created an air pocket in the water. And I'm not sure how to fix it. Yeah, I have no clue how to fix it. It's not updating properly. Also, I think because I flew in there, I was actually flying and not swimming, which made leaving a lot easier. Those llamas still over here? Yes, they are. They don't like to despawn. Okay, I'm gonna finish filling these in. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole process of placing a bucket in every single dispenser, so. So I guess the big question here is, how many of y'all realized that I was, or noticed that I didn't have enough buckets? I was about 18 buckets short. Ended up crafting up 20, and that actually put me at having +2, just like with the dispensers. So you can see where I used my math from to figure out what I needed. Okay, so I'm going to end up putting a button there to activate this, and I've got it marked on this side to make it easier. And this side is all the redstone. So if I bust that open, you can see that we've got the dispenser there. And let's see, this one has all of the redstone goodies that I have. I really could use some observers because that will definitely help. But I am also ridiculously low on redstone. So, apparently I didn't gather everything together before I started recording like I had intended. I miscalculated by quite a bit. So, I think I'm going to have to head off, gather up some more redstone, and then come back and we'll get to work on this. Oops. So, you know how I said I'd have to go gather up some redstone supplies? Yeah. Easiest way to do that is go raid the embassy. There's so much redstone there that a couple of stacks. Ah, yes. They will all disperse. Okay, I need to do this where I can actually see what I'm doing. So let me just give myself a little bit of a prop up. There we go. And now, there we go. So all of the water is now dispensed, and if I don't know how well you could hear, but there's definitely water in every single dispenser because every single one made that noise. There we go. Also ends up having that dripping water underneath, but this is what it looks like above. The whole thing dispensed, everything flowing down that way. Okay, so now I need to connect these up so that they turn off, which, let's see how I can figure this one out. And also, I guess we'll go ahead and put this down because I could use some of the blocks in here. I don't want to push repeaters into every single one of them. But I think that's about the only real way I can do that. Which would require 2 rows of this. Yeah, okay. So let's just go with that for now. Yeah, I definitely need to get onto some more mining because I haven't done that in some time, and of course I only grabbed 1 stack when I needed at least 2. Yeah, I haven't done mining in some time because of the whole, basically, I just haven't. I haven't really needed to, but then again, I haven't been working on these projects to need to, so I guess it works out that way. So if I run all these repeaters, no. Actually, yes. Because I can invert the signal with a single torch instead of a billion torches. And then I'll need timing on this end of it. Let's see. Although a billion torches would probably be cheaper than a billion repeaters. But I'd still need the repeaters into those torches to well, no, I think I could actually get by with, if I could stop hitting the wrong button. I have torches. Good. Test time, because I might have a cheaper way of doing this. In fact, I know this is going to work. So it'll save me a bunch of the repeaters there. Oops. By doing this. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, let's just get all these back. Going so fast that I wasn't even picking any of them up. That should put me at a stack again, yes. Okay, now then. I actually need to do... But how am I going to invert these? Actually, you know what? I know the perfect way to invert them. You just gather up all of this real quick. and hope that I don't screw things up upstairs with what I'm about to do. Okay. So once again, actually, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this isn't gonna actually be affecting the water flow. Not gonna see it very well with that pillar in the way. Okay, so that tells me I can just plow straight through tearing these up. And then I'll be turning them off again here in a second when I set them up again. Yeah, I didn't forget a couple blocks. I just missed them. Okay, so I am going to need a row of blocks here. The problem is that being there means I can't power that. It would need to... Okay, experiment. I want to make sure that this works. Yes. Okay, so do a little bit of this. Of course, now I can't get over had a cough get stuck in my throat for a second. Alright, so how do I do this? Yeah, I guess this will work. And we'll start at this end this time. And just... a little bit of that. And the water stops. That's how I know it's a success. Yeah, I mean, that is stairs there. And that's because I'm butting right up against the edge, and I don't want to have to do anything special for the coast here, so I guess I'll just fill this in and fully expect a series of light updates whenever this thing triggers. But the entire thing will just brighten and dim together, so... Okay, so now I need to be sure on this part of it. And then if I do this, that only turns off the one. Okay, so if I do... That's not going to work either. This is where I've got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this part of the redstone. Because there is still the option. Let me just do that so that water's not in my hotbar while I'm working around redstone. Okay, so I want to push this back. That's kind of in the way for all of this stuff, so we'll just put these down literally right outside the door, like that. Okay, now, if I do... Okay, I need to experiment with something similar to that. So we've got the torches coming off of this, and I'm going to have probably a bunch of blocks here. So torch is there, torch is there, then invert it, and then line of redstone there. And that's why that won't work. Because, yeah, it circles the power around like that. Annoying. And then that works, but again, the way I have to get the power into it isn't. Yeah, might have to be the repeaters. Okay, so if it's got to be the repeaters, then there's no point in having the second set of torches, and I could have just left it the way it originally was, which would have negated any light. Dang it. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to go through this and return it to the way it was a moment ago. Okay, we're back to the way it was a moment ago, and yeah. Basically, because of the whole torches powering the block above, reversing back into the redstone, I'm just going to play it the nice, safe, and simple way, and this also means that there will be no lighting updates when these turn on and off, because the lighting is already brighter than the torches emit. But yes, I do need to run a line of redstone dust along here. And then let's just do this. So that comes out to here. So if I have power coming in here, then that will take care of everything along this stretch. And then if I have power coming in here, 3, 2, that would be 1. So for symmetry's sake, if I do that, that will just temporarily power both ends of this line. And now if I that should get rid of all the water above. Nice. Okay, so everything comes into the 2 lines here. Minimum 2 lines, so as long as it gets end to end, doesn't matter. And then we do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 14 there, so in order to keep the signal as short as possible, throw another repeater here, and that'll hit that and that. Everything will be simultaneous. And now I can actually run a signal from that button. This is where I'm going to have a little bit of kind of minor experimentation. Oops, that's all that redstone. Yeah, I'm almost out of redstone again. Go figure. Okay, so I need to figure out exactly how to do this effectively. So you push the button and it comes in. We do that. I need comparators. Other 1. There we go. So if we run comparators this way, I'm going to need at least another block. So we'll just do that. And if we do that at the end, And I don't have any buttons. I don't even have any wood on me, I don't think. That's real smart. Any wood in here? I doubt it, but well, I mean there are slabs, but slabs aren't planks, and I don't think we have the yeah, we don't have that on here. But I do have stone. And stone makes buttons. So I need to push this button and see what exactly happens. Nothing, because I need a repeater coming out of that. All of them dispense at once? The problem is, it doesn't do what I want it to do insofar as, I want to have one button push to harvest the whole thing, not one to harvest and then one to stop the water flow. Maybe I have this on the wrong side. Or maybe that I just, for the time being, get it to a working state and then preserve as much redstone resources as I can until such time that I do finally get around to cave mining and such and gather more redstone. So now the question is, how far? Stops here. So if we put a repeater there, and that's the harvest. And that's the retraction. Okay, everything flows nice and smooth and even. And I need a couple of purple blocks. Well, actually, what I want to do is put a door there, but I don't have the materials on me for a door. So, So we'll leave it for now. That's fine. Besides, I do have to come back in here at some future point to make this work the way I want it to work. We can plant this thing and it can grow, and then we could do a proper harvest at some future point. And yeah, I think it looks decent. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and until next time, God bless.